Hello Internet, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon White version. In the last episode, we started our second journey around Unova and got a goal from the International Police to track down the 7 sages. The first of whom we found hiding in the new area of the Dream Yard, where we also caught ourselves a Musharna knowing its hidden ability. This time, we're going to continue our journey around Unova. You may remember that not too long ago, we went back to Route 1 and went to Route 17 and 18. I just want to say this now, we are not going to be going there for a little bit. We are going to be exploring the areas again, but there is a more natural place to do it than here, so that's what we're going to be waiting for. Anyways, on to Route 2. This is the first route that has a version-exclusive swarm encounter, which we'll be talking about in a second, but first, I want to head to the Daycare because there's some new breeding stuff that is worth talking about now. So, if you give a Pokemon in the Daycare the Everstone, any Pokemon that are born from them have a 50% chance of having the same nature. This is very good for building competitive teams, and it's something that is widely used even to this day. As well as this, if you breed a female Pokemon with a hidden ability, its offspring will have its hidden ability 60% of the time. Let's see if Musharna's female, or that Darmanitan we caught before. Musharna's male. Darmanitan is female, though. So if I so chose, I could make a bunch of Darumaka that would end up having Zen mode when they evolved. I'm not going to, but I mean, I could. I'm not sure if this would work with Blue Eye because its hidden ability is kind of a weird thing in this game. Blue Eye is male, but like, I'm pretty sure the one you get in Pokemon Black version is female, and even if not, I'm just curious if it would even work if it was female. I don't know. Anyway, that's all there is to see here. That's just wanted to bring that up because maybe for some reason you want to play Pokemon Black and White competitively. There is still an online scene for Pokemon Black and White using fan-made servers. It's gonna be level 13, but like, I can't just ignore it. Anyway, as I was saying before, Route 2 is the first route that has version-exclusive swarm encounters. In Pokemon Black, you get Volbeat. Volbeat sucks. The best thing it gets access to is Tail Glow, a move that increases its special attack by 2 stages. It's more offensive than its counterpart that you can get in Pokemon White, but again, Tail Glow is genuinely the best thing about it, and it's only the best thing about it because it's one of only 2 Pokemon that can learn it, the other one being Manaphy. In Pokemon White, you can find Illumise. Illumise is worse in every way. It learns less moves, has worse stats, and doesn't even get Tail Glow. The best thing it gets is Tinted Lens as an ability. Anyway, now that we're done experiencing that disappointment, first thing I want to do here in Nacrene City is go talk to Lenora. Funny, the last thing we did in Striaton City was talk to Silent Chili and Crest, but Lenora takes precedent over everything else that there may be to see in this city. Okay. Oh, it's you. As always, you're raising your Pokemon with a lot of love. By the way, old Clay contacted me recently. He said you can find Pokemon fossils in Twist Mountain. Go check it out if you like. Maybe we will at some point in the future, but not this time because we're going around the entire Unova region, which yes, will unfortunately include Twist Mountain. Our next destination is this house, I think? No, it is not this house. I was wrong. This house, maybe? Yes. You may remember this as the last who we traded our, Petalil to all that time ago in return for a Cottony. I have my Pokemon set up the way I want them. Let's talk to her. That I got from you has grown up and become very strong. Let's have a battle. Okay. Yay! I'll show off how I train this Pokemon. Why did I name it that? Okay. Last die. What? Okay. That's not the funniest nickname I could have given it, but I mean, I love all the empty spaces. Okay. This is a really cool concept where you get to battle the Pokemon you've traded to people across the adventure. It's just really neat. They will be level 65, assuming they were the level they were when you caught them. However, if you were to trade it at level 65, this Pokemon would actually have increased by 5 levels. Same goes for any level over 65. As a result of this Pokemon is the strongest trainer-owned Pokemon in the game, tied with the other traded Pokemon in Black and White. This Pokemon can be level 100 if you traded her a level 95 or higher Pokemon. That's really strong. This is the only time in the series where a trainer will use a level 100 Pokemon, and part of me wishes I'd used PK Hex to actually trade them the level 95s instead of, like, whatever level they were when I traded them. Okay, well, I should have just risked the Blizzard probably, but that's fine. These Pokemon are no joke, even at level 65. They are still going to have some genuinely tough movesets. Like, this thing has Teeter Dance, as we already saw, which is a 100 accuracy move that confuses everything on the field except for the user. That includes allies in double battles. Okay, that knocked out. Good. I was a little concerned that it wouldn't. But we have Sheer Force, so I don't know why, because it's also Stab. Did you see how I trained it? Yeah, it knocked out my Vanillux. I had a great time. I traded my Pokemon with yours, and on top of that, we had a great battle. I'm so happy to be with Pokemon. Wow. There's an alternate universe where we completely screwed her over then. In Wellspring Cave, which is an area we didn't actually go to visit, but it's an area we already explored in full and there was no real reason to go back. There are 4 new encounters, technically 3, but 4 if you want to count the evolution, and I'm going to go over the evolution I'm talking about, that we can encounter through fishing. Poliwag can be found through fishing and can be evolved at any level. Water Absorb is the best ability if you can, it can have if you want to catch one here. You can also rarely find Poliwhirl, the evolution of Poliwag, and it gets access to Belly Drum. We had this on Darmanitan and even used it once, and we know how good it is. It only learns this as a Poliwag or Poliwhirl, so make sure you know it before evolving. With a Water Stone, it evolves into Poliwrath. It's a water fighting type and jack of all trades. Its normal substitute Focus Punch and Hypnosis Focus Punch strategies aren't in this game, as there's no Focus Punch TM, but it can learn Circle Throw, which is fun. It's just not at its best in this game. And with a trade and King's Rock, you can get Politoed instead of Poliwrath. It can't do its best thing since it can't have its hidden ability, but it's a special variant of Poliwrath with decent TM compatibility. There's also somewhere you can catch this in the wild if you want, and I'll mention that when we see it. Next up, Pinwheel Forest. Alright, there is one thing to see here that we could not have seen before. If we head into the forest here, there's that mossy rock up there that we saw last time we were here. If you manage to get an Eevee in Pokemon Black and White, it is not obtainable through wild encounters, and I don't think anyone ends up giving you an Eevee in this game. But if you do manage to... Actually, no, I think you may be able to get an Eevee in this game. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Either way, if you level up Eevee near this rock, it will evolve into Leafeon. I'm not going to be giving Leafeon a bio because, at least as of yet, I'm pretty sure at all in this game though, there is no way to get an Eevee. This view's so good every time I see it. But I have to cross Sky Arrow Bridge again. Saved you the journey across Sky Arrow Bridge, so you're welcome. Welcome back to Castelia City. I want to head into the Pokemon Center right away. I want to see if this guy with shades has anything new for us. Hello, trainer. Have you traded Pokemon with many people? I've traded with a few. Oh, wonderful. Then let me check how many people you've traded Pokemon with. Wow, great. You've traded with 12 people. No, I haven't. There's the... Huh? There's like 4 in-game trades. Traded with Black. I have a few Pokemon from events that have separate trainers. Great, I'll give this to you. Okay. I didn't expect him to actually give me anything. I certainly have not traded with 12 people. I don't know what the deal is there. I guess maybe the event Pokemon in my PC just, like, are that much of a buffer. Anyway. I want to head down, no, I don't. I don't want to do this yet. Not yet, not yet. Okay, the thing we are doing today in Castelia City is down here. The Royal Unova operates only in the evening. Please come back again. Okay, well. The time that the evening counts as in Pokemon Black and White depends on the season. So... I recommend checking for your season because 6 p.m. might be evening in one season and not the other. This is a really dumb thing that this game does, I'm sorry. And now it is magically evening. The scenery is exhilarating, the battles are exciting. The ticket is $1,000. Would you like to get on board? Tell me about the ship. The Royal Unova leaves once a day, only in the evening. It is a cruiser-type passenger ship. The ship goes under a big bridge called Sky Arrow Bridge in the Unova region, then turns around at Marvelous Bridge and returns to Castelia City. We'll let you know when it's time to leave by blowing a whistle 5 times. From the deck of the world-famous Royal Unova, you can enjoy a spectacular view, and the passenger cabins are full of trainers who love to battle. Please enjoy both the view and the battles. Note that as sea gears may affect radio signals or instruments in the ship, we ask that you refrain from using them. Thank you. The ticket is $1,000. Okay. We are leaving the port shortly. Bon voyage. Thank you very much for sailing with us on the Royal Unova. The number of trainers aboard the Royal Unova today is 4. Please enjoy the trip. He will tell you how many people there are to battle on board the ship on any given day. There's no real way to tell which cabins are going to have people who want to fight you in comparison to just people who will talk. There are some people here who will just talk and talk and talk and then until a horn blows. Once the horn blows 5 times, that's it. You can't be here anymore. Oh, look at you. What a cute guest. I could... Like this lady. And then the whistle blows. It's sort of just a guessing game to see what trainers you fight in time. If we head up here, we can just watch. We're approaching Marvelous Bridge already. We're making pretty bad time, actually, but I'm gonna consider actually showing that entire trip, you know, maybe in, like, a bonus video or something, or just after the end screen, maybe. I guess before the end screen, but I don't know, it's a nice view, and I like it. Okay. I'm getting very unlucky with my guesses on what people are going to fight me here. I don't think the people out in the halls can fight you. I'm pretty sure it's only the people in the cabins. Okay, this lady will fight me. That's good. I'm pretty sure that was the 3rd horn already, though, so we are not doing very well here. Meowth. Okay, that's a Pokemon we haven't seen. While we're here, I want to talk about Route 4's new Pokemon ahead of time. Krabby, which can be caught through fishing, is a great physical attacker that learns, like, no good moves. Okay, it can use X-Scissor and Crab Hammer. It almost learns no other water-type moves through level up, so have fun. It's fine, I guess. Kingler is the same deal and can also be caught through fishing. Clamperl is a tank that can evolve into two Pokemon that aren't tanky at all. And Clamperl doubles either its special attack or special defense on its own if it holds a Deep Sea Tooth or Deep Sea Fang, one of which we already got while exploring Route 18. It learns Shell Smash, which is always great, though only at level 51 and before evolving. With the Deep Sea Tooth, it evolves into Huntail through trading. Huntail is a slow mixed attacker with decent defense. It doesn't really learn many moves to take advantage of its stats, and realistically is just a worse version of Caracosta. It can also be caught rarely in the wild and Rippling Water and Black version, however, I mean, it's not going to know Shell Smash, and that's, like, the main draw with using Huntail. The Deep Sea Scale evolves it into Gorobis. It has flip stats from Huntail and gets better moves and can be caught in the wild in white. Again, Shell Smash might be worth looking into with a Clamperl first, though. Love Disc. It's good for grinding heart scales, that's it. Relicanth is another one outclassed by Caracosta, but it's fine. It gets insane damage from Head Smash with no recoil whatsoever, and same type attack bonus at the same time. It's not totally useless. I mean, it's a good user of Waterfall, it's a good user of, again, Head Smash, but it could be much better. And Route 4 Swarm encounter is Hippopotas. It can know all of its moves upon being caught. It has Sandstream, which is just a permanent sandstorm until overwritten by another weather condition, and it evolves only level 34, which, I mean, you can catch it at level 55, so yeah. Hippowdon, its evolution, hits hard and gets the Elemental Fangs through the move relearner. It can't take special hits well, but it's not bad at all. Earthquake and Ice Fang are great, it can use Rock Slide, and it's a decent weather setup Pokemon if you want to use a Rock type alongside it to get the special defense buff. Alright, it's worth noting you cannot save while on board the Royal Unova. You also can't use the Sea Gear, which, boo-hoo, but yeah. Luckily found my second trainer, Houndour. That's a cute one. Houndour used to be my favorite Pokemon when I was in, like, middle school. I don't know why. I don't have any particularly strong feelings regarding Houndour anymore, but for some reason it used to be my favorite. Specifically Houndour, too, not like Houndoom. I don't think I ever particularly cared much for Houndoom. It's just Houndour. I think it was just because of my dog, who I had at the time, but I don't know. I still love my dog, even if he's not with me anymore, but... Oh, you have a Houndoom too, okay. Well, I don't know. It's weird. Also, it loses its ears once it evolves and replaces them with horns. For some reason, I always remember Houndoom having ears, and then it throws me off every time I look at its sprite, because it just doesn't. It has horns and no ears, and it just seems wrong for a dog. It's like half goat. It's like equally as much a goat as it is a dog. Noctowl. Okay. Zekrom can handle that. So could Strawberry, but Zekrom's the funnier choice. Fusion Bolt should knock out, hopefully in one hit, but it is in its level 60s and it's pretty bulky, so maybe it lives. Nope. Okay. I did gain quite a few levels fighting the people in the Dream Yard, so I don't know. Zekrom only gained one, though, so that just goes to show how strong Zekrom is, I guess. Did you go to the observation deck? I did. Okay. I'm sort of in a race against the clock, though I don't have time to go to the observation deck right now. I know this guy's gonna waste my time. You can sort of tell some of the people who will waste your time if they have sprites that aren't associated with a trainer class. I love this ship because I can bring my Pokemon on board. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna get to fight all the trainers on board here. I think that was the 4th whistle. There's only one left, and they blow the whistle 5 times. Even if I pretend I don't hear it, when they blow 5 times, it's the end. You're just sitting in your cabin. You're not even, like, having a good time here. Hey, will you listen to my story? The other... Alright. We got to fight 2 of the trainers. Thank you for sailing with us. The cruise ship will arrive in Castelia City shortly. Thank you for sailing with us on the Royal Unova. Have a nice day. That sucks. We got to fight 2 out of the 4 trainers. There can be as many as, like, 6 trainers on board this ship. That's the highest number I've seen, at least. And you can come back here every day. It's a daily event. I'll consider showing the full trip on the observation deck at some point. Probably not today, though. Well, definitely not today, because I can't ride it again today, but you know what I mean. It's another good source of training. With that, and my terrifying eyes with no pupils, we've made it here to Castelia City, so next time on Pokemon White version, we're going to begin exploring Castelia City again. It won't be 7 episodes this time, I promise. See you guys then.